Ever wonder where different fish species hide in the lake and what spots they prefer? Today we're diving into the fascinating world of freshwater fishing, exploring the unique behavior of different species and what makes them tick. From peaceful cohabitation to intense competition for food, the fishing tactics you need depend on understanding these key dynamics. Stay tuned to find out how you can use this knowledge to up your fishing game. Welcome back, anglers. In today's video, we're breaking down fishing tactics for a range of species: pumpkin seed, bluegill, yellow perch, and the more predatory fish like bass, northern pike, and walleye. Each one has its own personality, habitat, and feeding habits, and knowing how they behave can make or break your fishing trip. From peaceful species that get along to predators competing for the same prey, we'll show you exactly how to catch them. Let's start with the peaceful trio: pumpkin seed, bluegill, and yellow perch. These species share a lot in common when it comes to their environment and diet. They're typically found in shallow, warm waters with plenty of vegetation or submerged structures to hide in. All three enjoy feeding on smaller fish, insects, and larvae, which is why they coexist well in the same areas. They don't compete with each other and can often be found sharing the same waters. The best way to target them? For the pumpkin seed, use a split-shot rig with a soft plastic lure. For bluegill, try a slip-float rig with a crawfish imitation lure. Both rigs designed to mimic the small prey they love. Now let's move on to the predators. White bass, rock bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, northern pike, and walleye are all known for their competitive nature. These fish don't hang out together, and there's a reason for that. They all compete for similar food sources, mainly smaller fish. Bass species are particularly territorial and will fiercely defend their hunting grounds from others, especially when food is scarce. Northern pike and walleye also contribute to the tension in the waters as they are both opportunistic feeders, preying on the same smaller fish as the bass. For example, northern pike thrive in weedy environments and are known for ambushing their prey, making them a fierce competitor for the bass species. They prefer shallow to mid-depth waters where they can hide and wait for smaller fish to swim by. Similarly, walleye are nocturnal predators that prefer deeper, cooler waters. They're not too friendly with bass either, as they both hunt for the same type of food. And just like bass, they can be aggressive when feeding, further adding to the competitive atmosphere in these areas. But here's the twist: pumpkin seed, bluegill, and yellow perch don't share this same level of aggression. They're often found together in the same waters, avoiding much of the territorial conflict. Their diets are more focused on smaller prey like insects and larvae, which makes for a more peaceful coexistence. So if you're targeting bass, pike, or walleye, expect more aggressive competition. Use rigs like the Carolina rig or Texas rig to mimic the behavior of their prey. On the flip side, if you're after the pumpkin seed or bluegill, lighter, more subtle rigs like the slip-float rig work wonders. Understanding these dynamics will help you choose the right tactics for a successful fishing trip. So, have you fished for any of these species before? What was your experience like? Drop your comments below, whether it was a massive catch or a frustrating trip. I want to hear about your fishing adventures. Plus, let me know if you've had success with any of the tactics we've discussed. From peaceful pumpkin seed and bluegill to competitive predators like bass, pike, and walleye, understanding how fish behave and what they feed on will make all the difference in your fishing experience. These species have their own unique preferences and tactics that will help you become a more strategic angler. Whether you're dealing with territorial predators or peaceful cohabitants, these insights are key to mastering the waters. If you enjoyed this deep dive into freshwater fishing habitats and tactics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Got any tips or fishing stories of your own? Share them in the comments. I'd love to hear what works for you. Next week, we'll explore advanced fishing rigs for bigger catches, so make sure to tune in. Until then, happy fishing, and I'll see you on the water.